Hi, good night to everybody on YouTube. Thank you for keeping it jiggy. Thank you for everybody that has stayed a subscriber and has stayed a supporter of this channel. I appreciate you all very greatly. I have so much on my mind to talk about, and then, you know, yeah, you got to choose your words carefully. But it's like you see so much going on social media and in real life. It makes you just sometimes question your own sanity to see if what you think is right, if what you're thinking is normal, if what other people are thinking and doing is normal, what is right, right, by society standards. But you know, it's good to have a discerning spirit. And sometimes I feel frustrated at the fact that I learned things later in life. I'm always saying, I wish I knew this sooner. I wish I knew this earlier. And I wish there was I wish that my son got this version of me instead of the other version. He got the hype version, the vulgar version, the out of control version. And I guess we live and we learn. So now I try to make sure that um, I speak with youth and I speak with mothers that I could connect with. I can't speak with every mother because not every mother's a mother. Not every mother, like, yeah, I'm gonna, I feel myself going like left. as, soon as, as soon as I touch on the mother comment, because, some mothers are some real motherfuckers. Some real motherfuckers, and the damage that they do to their children, it's it's crazy. And a lot of these mothers don't care. And they'll guilt. I see a lot of mothers that guilt their children, and it's sad. It's sad. Like, it's sad how some mothers could really have like certain control over their children, over their adult children. It's one thing, like, when you're a child, but when you're an adult and your parents have like control over you certain ways, and it's crazy. That's nuts. um Anyways, I kind of wanted to um a little bragging, I guess, moment. Sometimes that's why I don't really like to make videos or talk about stuff, because there's so much times like I want to like say things, but it seems braggadocious, And when I was in Toronto, and I'd just be having a conversation, and my intent was never to be a name dropper. But like I would, talk about certain things, and it'd be like, oh, why are you always dropping names? Oh, you're such a name dropper. You're such a name dropper. So maybe now it's in my subconscious. Is like, now I don't even, like, if they thought I was a name dropper then, yo, you know what, I always wanted to do that rich laugh, like when Cedric Entertainer said when he get rich, he want to laugh like a Oprah. Me want to laugh like a Oprah tone. I see some fake people on Facebook, like, they do that shit and they laugh like they're rich. Yo, if anybody's outside here, They probably say, "Who the fuck is she?" What the- Yo, yo, so yo, just in case somebody's passing by and they hear me and hear, I say, "Isn't her son dead?" Like I always say that shit. Isn't her son dead? Who's she in there talking to? Who's she in there laughing with? Oh, oh, Papa Jesus. Okay, so anyways, um, yeah, I was saying like sometimes I don't like to, speak about certain things because it feels like braggadocious, But I want to big up to the men that aren't afraid of their wife or their woman or their girlfriend, and I want to big up to the women that could be a woman to their man and stand aside and allow their man to have mature conversations with another female without jumping in and acting all crazy and walking by and dirty looks and all the drama. You let your man get his money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, or I shouldn't even say women, a lot of females, they're crosses. For my Caucasian friends or, Asian, Latino, Indian friends that don't understand what crosses mean, it's like bad luck, salt. And like I was telling this gentleman the other day, like you really got to be careful of the people that are, you allow into your business, that come into your business, associate with your business because they'll fuck up your money. And I wanted to say, like, like when I first met this gentleman, like I didn't know that he was the owner. I saw him and I'm like, damn, you look good, you're cute. And I was just going on with myself and just getting hype. Didn't know that the man's wife was sitting right there. She laughed it off. Like I was just like, I'm just being Natalie. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? Didn't give a fuck. Didn't think anything of it, whatever. Anyways, as time went on, found out he was the owner of the business, and we built a pretty good rapport. And so much so where the employees wonder why I could walk in and make up a whole bunch of noise. I walk in, I look like a bag lady, and for some reason the boss talks to me and the boss listens to me. And I don't know if you guys ever watched a movie called A Family That Prays. It's like, I believe it's a Tyler Perry movie, A Family That Pray, and P-R-E-Y, not P-R-A-Y, A Family That Pray. And a part of the movie with Alfre Woodard, um, and what's my girl, Taraji, and she was the daughter, and she was wondering why the mom was so nice to this homeless man, cause the man dirty and him think and this and that. And the mom would take financial advice from the man and this and that. And the mom would, always give him food and make sure he get a shower and clothes and this and that. And the daughter would, always wonder like, why you always being so nice? And your mom would say, it's good to be that way and well, whatever. Anyways, find out the man was really some kind of stockbroker and he was rich and this and but things happen in life and whatever whatever. And it's kind of like what I do, right? And it's how I even got the idea of getting into well, not really social work at first, but just I wanted to get into a line of work where I'm able to help people, since going to the Good Shepherd Refuge and my first encounter speaking to somebody that was homeless and hearing his story. And anyways, going through life, and education and stuff like that, one of the things that my professors would teach us was being non-judgmental. And I remember for the longest time that was a struggle. And it's like, non-judgmental, like what the fuck? Like how the fuck you gonna be non-judgmental? Like everybody, you see somebody and you just automatically judge. But trust me, you learn pretty quick and fast. Especially when life hits you certain ways that you didn't expect. um but I guess not, maybe everybody will introspect, but if you're the type of person to kind of sit back and reflect, I normally do this, reflect on conversations and interactions you have through the day, and what you say, what you hear, what you etc etc. Anyways, so this gentleman, when I met him and he started his business, upper class, such and such man, with his money, his business. Who's this little raga raga black girl walking in, like telling me this and this? But we clicked. We clicked from day one. From I walked in and I was telling them what we clicked. And I always had told myself, like, I wanted just to catch him one on one. And the day when we did link up one on one, one of his employees knows me, and he kind of eggs up in the conversation and whatever. Anyways, the boss took a video with me, put it on his Instagram, and I don't let people take pictures or videos or whatever, but we clicked, and so I didn't care. I said, you can do it for the store, whatever. Let's put my picture on Instagram, whatever. And the next thing you know, when the guy finished work, he was like, well, what did you do to my boss? What did you say to my boss? You really got in his head and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, how much time passed, and like I would still go in and see the boss and go into his business, regardless that my people have the very same business. But I go in there and I support. I don't mind. I like his employees. I like him, so I go in there and I support. And but we never really, if we get to talk, we get to like maybe like in passing. Anyways, so a couple days ago, we finally got to like link up and get to talk, and he just started to like he just went bleh. He just started telling me everything, just start the thing that I was like, oh my god. Like he's like, yo, like I couldn't wait to see it. This is the boss. Like this is the owner of a how much $1 million business, Okay. And the man started telling me all these things and whatever, whatever, and we're there talking, and he said, Natalie, he said, I have to tell you something. I said, what? Like, like, what haven't you told me? And he's like, yo, he's like, remember, like, when I just started, like, he's like, I came from corporate into this business, and, then you came in and you're telling me about energy and this and that. And, like, he's like, honestly, like, I never believed in it. I thought it was bullshit. And then everything just started to happen, you know? And he was like, when everything played out or whatever, he was just like, holy shit. And then after I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I kind of like, I go, you would see me coming in and out of the store or whatever, like, and you would hear me, like, sometimes I would like comment so he could hear, and I would like say something out loud about energy or whatever. And he would kind of like look at me. And he's always telling me like to message him on Instagram. But I'm on Instagram, and I don't have those stuff, right? And I said I'm not gonna like just come into the store and seem like I'm ratting out the employees or whatever, or pull you from your back or whatever. So, anyways, he was basically just telling me about that he appreciated me and whatever. And it goes to show about judging a book by its cover. This man owns a multi-million-dollar business, and he's taking advice from Natalie. He's taking advice from me. And it's amazing because there's so much people that I tried to, I don't want to say try to help, but just put them, put them up on game or whatever. And they would shun me and say things like, well, you know, had a business. After you not have this, after you not have. So obviously we know what kind of people we're dealing with, right? And I'm sitting back the other day after this man said this to me. I mean, that's so weird. And I'm saying, like, something's off. How is it that the people that take my advice, the people that sit down and listen to me, talk to me, aren't the people that I'm really trying to help? All the people that I'm trying to help don't want to help. I remember when I came on Facebook, and that was even before I was encouraged to start a channel. And I always wondered, I said, why are Black people charging Black people for help? Why are Black people charging for information? Why? That's not cool. That was like, now I'm like, oh, I see, said the blind man. That's my favorite saying. I see, said the blind man. There's this one girl, I think I mentioned it in another video. This one girl, she's quote unquote popular. She feels like she's like the top of the top, the cream of the crop. She's the shit. She's the shit in the shit. She is a big piece of shit though, because she, like a lot of the other people, will say that they're trying to help people and they don't look down on people. I don't even know how these people say that they're entrepreneurs or successful business owners, by the way that they conduct themselves and carry themselves. If they carry themselves like that on Facebook, like, if you're coming across like that to people that you're trying to sell to, yeah. Ooh, like that. Who are you to talk that? Leo, you're a fucking hater, Natalie. You're a fucking hater. D1 Nackers. Oh, fuck you, because you have a big belly and your knee is not. Yo, they love talk about people knee knock. Oh my gosh. Yo, worse if these girls got that fucking plastic body. Ooh, look at you. Like, they act like they worked hard for the Yo, the other day, hold on. I know I'm off topic. But the other day I was saying to somebody, because, yo, me slow, me slow. Because, yo, you know how long it took me to figure out about rub and tug and those massage parlors? I really thought the massage parlors, you were really going in there to get a massage. Okay? I didn't know about no rub and tug and all of that shit. Anyways. So I said to somebody the other day, I was like watching some video with some fucking Bataillez gal, talking about, oh, look at my body. Oh, look at my body. And my belly's flat. And oh, look at my body. And nobody could talk to me. And I'm pretty. And, they're going on with their bullshit. I'm going to start laughing. They were like, then they said the $1,000,000 line. They said, oh, you should, if you have the money, invest in yourself. So I turned to my friend and I said, wait, what does that mean? Like when they say take the money and invest in you, like how is it that you're gonna put your money into your body, to get your body snatched, and that's supposed to turn, like how do you turn up? And then the person looked at me and I said, oh. that die. The fuck I see me, boy. No, I nearly fucking. I said, wait. I'm like, how did they turn a profit? Yo, I didn't even finish saying the word profit. But for me and the person I make for, like the person looked at me like you a big dummy. Me, I said, oh, because I'm saying. I'm like, how the fuck do you, like, how do these girls consider that an investment? Like, how do you get your money back? How do you get interest? How do you gain interest? How do you fucking insure it? Like, I guess you can insure your body, but slow as fuck. Slow as all fuck. Me. Molasses. Slow as fuck. Anyways, I have no problem with my old clothes. I hear these people dragging people about old clothes. Me love me old clothes. Me love me tear up clothes. I have clothes. I don't even know if you guys. I'm not gonna turn on my light, but I got clothes for days with tags, suitcases. Like I don't wear it. I don't care. I got old TVs. I don't got one brand new TV. All my TVs are old as fuck like me. Okay? Like that shit just does, like, I hear people talking about furniture. How are you gonna have good furniture and live in the hood? How are you gonna have a fancy car and you living in the hood? How are you gonna, what? How you got $10,000 bags, but then you're online begging people for donations? Why not sell the $10,000 bag and do it? What? Like, there's just, like I said, there's just so much that you see on the internet, you see in real life, and you're just wondering, like, what's real? Like, what's normal? Are you thinking abnormally because you're not thinking like other people think? It's there's just so much. Like once you get, like, you go into this rabbit hole, once you see things, you hear, like, there's just no going back. I heard Pharaoh say something and it brought me to tears. And he was saying it sucks to be woke. Yeah, you got a lot of knowledge and whatever, but once you see things, you hear things, you know things, and as you continue to learn, you're like, fuck. You can't look at people the same. You don't talk to people the same. Before I go, I'm gonna share a story about a gentleman that I met outside the other day, and also about having a discerning spirit. Um, I was having a little bit of a rough day, and the whole day I just, struggling to eat and, to just to get up and get active, but it was the weekend, so I said, I know nothing, like, So I'm there taking my time or whatever, and then just I was washing the dishes, and something's just on me, that's a nag me, that's a ning and telling me get dressed and go outside. And I said, all right, let me just finish washing up the dish. And I kept procrastinating. And then something said, oh, don't you want to split? And I say, yeah, what, anyways, I said, oh, like, it was like something was just tempting me. Like, you want some Chinese food? You want to go to the store? Something just on my ass. And I'm saying, well, I could go to the store tomorrow. Like, I don't really need to go outside today. But something was just on me to get dressed and go outside. I got dressed and I went outside. And whatever it was, it calmed down. Got dressed, went outside. I had a letter that I was walking around with for Malachi to mail off for how much weeks. I finally said, okay, let me put it in my hand, because I had it in my purse, in my pocket, and I just kept coming home and not dropping it off. So I said, okay, that's another excuse to go outside. So I went and I dropped off the letter, and I crossed the street. And in this area, you don't really see homeless people. Like, as of lately, you'll see there's people that will stand in the middle of the road with a sign. It's normally you don't see that, but lately we've been seeing it. So I cross the street, and I see like a man by the bank. Like, and normally you don't see that. Like, you don't see that, especially at the bank. Not in these areas. But he has the right color to do that. So I looked, and I thought about it, and I looked at the time, and I said, well, you could clock them. And I said, well, at this time of the day, normally this is when the fraudsters will go out, or if if he had to go to the shelter, he would have to like probably be heading in soon, and you know. So I said, no, this man is out here. So I went around the corner, and just like now it's like it's on my heart. And I went and I ordered some Chinese food, and I tell the guy, I seen a guy outside and I want to order something for him. So he's looking at me kind of weird. So I said, just order. I said, I'm going to take, because he knew my usual order. So I said, I'm going to take that part of my order and I'm going to give it to him. So he said, you don't want this and this? I said, I'm going to give it to him. So he said, all right. So I went over to the Dollarama, and I have a issue with scents. So I like incense and candle, and so I'm always looking to see, like, what are the latest scents. I went over there and I just said, you know what, let me go look for some gloves and socks for the man. So I went in there and start shopping around, and I pick up some stuff. Sorry, excuse me, that I imagined that he would probably need for the night. And I brought it to him and stuff. Went and picked up the food and whatever, and I got him his own bag and brought it to him or whatever. And um, he was surprised, and whatever. Anyways, we ended up talking, and he told me his story, and it was just amazing, because I'm saying this is why I wanted to get into social work and start helping people. And as he's talking, and we're talking and we're crying, and I prayed with him and everything, and I'm saying, wow. I said, when in all of this would I have the time to pull out my camera and stick it in the man's face to put it on YouTube or Facebook? And I'm saying, like, that's when you really look at it, like, how some people are some real opportunists. sometimes you see some of these videos where, and I'm just trying to skip through my thoughts right now because I'm at half an hour, and you see some of these people that are on Facebook that or are YouTube videos, and you see them helping homeless people and stuff like that, and it really grabs your heart. And I'm saying, wow, like, it's a matter of sponsorships and donations, because these people aren't coming out of pocket and giving these people $500, $1,000 just on their own out of their bank account like that. Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. Like I said, look at all these people that talk about how they live in mansions and they drive these big fancy cars and they go on vacations and they have all these things flossing in you guys' face. But then they turn around and then ask you guys for donations, and the donations are coming from the poorest people, the people that are struggling. And it's coming from the people that are struggling because they know what it's like to struggle, they know what it's like not to eat and stuff like that. And yet these people don't really have the conscience about all of that. What they're thinking about is views, likes, content, subscribers. And it's just sad that sometimes the subscribers are so overtaken by the emotions of what they're seeing in the videos and not really thinking about like the back end of it and how these people reap the rewards. And the people that are really doing the hard work out here, like there's some people out here that are doing some hard motherfucking work. Like, I mean, the people that are out here past midnight, the people that are dealing with the overdoses, the people that are dealing, these, that's why, it just burns my heart when I see these people that they're all over social media, so big and popular, and they have no idea what charity, what social work, what outreach, they don't know what none of that is like. They never sat with somebody that's drug sick. You know what the fuck that's like? You know what the fuck it's like to sit with somebody that's going through withdrawals? You know what it's like to go through people that are going through fucking manic episodes? But you know what? The gentleman that I met the other day, like, he just, yeah. But I told him, I said, I told him about the story with Jerry, and I think I've mentioned the story with Jerry, who I met after my son died, and, Jerry changed my life. Jerry unfortunately died last year, and, it's like Jerry just made this man come into my life the other day. Anyways, as I was walking away, he shouted, "I love you, Natalie." I turned around, I said, "I love you, Sir Broderick." Right? And he's like, "I don't mean it. I don't mean to sound like a pervert." And I said, "Neither do I." And we're shouting, and I'm walking, and we're shouting at each other or whatever. And, it's just like, it was like, the moment was just so special. I think I was out there for over an hour. I don't even know. I just know that it got black as my asshole out there, and I was like cold and shaking, and I felt so bad because I'm saying, like, I'm leaving you to go home to go take a piss and go in, my warm place, and I'm leaving you out here on the cold concrete. I felt so bad. But before I go, I just wanted to say that I said some things to him. I said a lot to him. I don't really, when I start to flow, and I don't want to call it a reading. I don't want to I don't want to call it readings. I just call it conversations. I just talk to you. So I don't really remember half of the conversations that I have with people. I just remember kind of bits and parts. But one of the parts that I remember that I said to him and he started to cry was about karma. And I explained to him, I said, sometimes things happen in life that, you know, maybe something that happened 20 years ago, and explained it. And he totally understood. And he said, like, he's basically taking it as a man. And all the things that are happening to him, I just told him, like I said, I know it's hard, like, and it's easy for me to say, don't worry about it, keep your chin up, tomorrow's a better day. No, it's not. It'll probably get worse, right? But it's the fact that he understands and he overstands about karma. And karma is something that I'll often speak about on this channel. Karma, forgiveness, love, you know, which that forgiveness word is like such a trigger for me because it's bullshit. Um, but he understands and he overstands about karma. And it's not like I was expecting him to really get into everything with me, because he did divulge a lot of personal information. But I think he understood that he didn't really need to tell me anything. That I, from what I basically was telling him, like, it was like he didn't know me from anywhere. We never saw each other, never met each other, nothing. And you know, when I could bring people to tears, I know that I'm on point. So, like I said, I'm not really trying to say anything to be braggadocious. I'm just trying to prove a point. That's why I have a channel, I guess, right? Is just to speak my thoughts and to share my thoughts. But I'm way over half an hour, and I didn't even really get into a lot of the things that I wanted to say. But I just hope that everyone could be more mindful of their words. And you know what, I don't want to say it's too late, because they'll say like it's never too late to change or whatever. But change doesn't really come overnight. Like, you see a lot of these people, like, they put out a lot of bad energy, speaking on people's children, wives, husbands, families, their health, their looks. Like I was talking about, the girl, Miss Highty Tighty Righty Righty. And she loves to talk about how people look and how people dress, and she's the prettiest, and how she's so smart and she's so talented. And you don't know how quickly life could change, how the wind could just go and fuck your shit up. You have to be so mindful of your words. And that's one thing that I was always, adamant about telling my son is, like, don't say that. Like, that's my luck, that's karma, I'd have him, like, paranoid about, like, because I'd tell him, like, yo, that shit will come back to you, like, take it back, take it back, take it back. And I say that to my people too, like, don't say that, oh, take it back, oh, God, he didn't mean that, God, he didn't mean you know what I'm saying? Because people don't understand the magnitude. I said it before on other videos, like, you girls need to find something safe to do. But these girls on the internet, they decide to join gangs and groups and cliques and clangs, and it's like, mean girls activate. Come on, bad girls club. Come on, we're the biggest, the baddest, bulliest. Come on, girls. Come on, like, nobody's badder than us. And guess what? Once all the gossip and all of their fucking shit hits the fan, then what? Then what? When karma starts to come knocking at your door, when things start happening to your children, just be aware that it's you. Sometimes when you see a lot of these grandmothers cling to their grandchildren, and especially like if the grandchildren has special needs and stuff like that, it's because the grandmother knows within herself, says she's a wicked bitch. You see a lot of these aunties, aunties are I hear people talk about their aunties, I guess, but my experience, no, that's some dirty blood clot, them. That's some wicked pussy hole, aunties and stepmothers. Let me tell you, you know how they always say, like, if there was something that you can tell yourself when you were younger, I would say witches are real. They tell us that Disneyland and all of that shit is fake. All of that shit is made up. Why you think they locked down Blood Clot Disney World? Big old Disney World. Big old worldwide Disney World. After all these centuries and years of frolicking in the grass and this perfect picture, right? The same way when I was going to the police and I was going to the city hall, telling them how these little girls were going missing. And they're telling me, shut the fuck up, you talk too much. Right? Until one of their kids went missing. And then all of a sudden it became an important issue. The same way how they were talking about my son, doing whatever it took to try to dig up information on me and try to dig up my son. And it was funny to everybody. And people said I was a pussy and I'm a punk and I'm weak and I'm lying and I'm hiding stuff and all kind of... also I sacrificed my kid. That was the sweetest one. I sacrificed my kid. That one was sweet. Anyways, a lot of people turn up their nose, they turn a blind eye, skin up their... it's not my problem. They catch their big fat ass, A lot of them long cocky soggy balls boy there, them little batty boy with them big broad nose and them crooked blood clot teeth and their white tongue, sit down there and lap their frock tail to hear people's business and chat and gossip with the rest of them sour crotches gal them with the whole heap of bag of blood clot snot nose nappy hair pitney, hungry belly pitney them. And if it wasn't for the whole heap of blood clot, whole heap of pitney them, they wouldn't fucking have no... Okay, Natalie, I want to that was like, I have Tourette's. And yeah. You hear them, the people them say I'm a mad. Yeah. Them say I'm mad, Them say I'm bipolar. They say me a schizophrenic. Anyways, like Bogo would say, thank you for keeping it jiggy. A good listener is a good learner, and a good learner is a good listener. Him love said him something there, and him use like, if you can't be good, be careful. If you can't be careful, be good. Like, if them love said him look something there, you can't turn it around. Anyways, people, as you know, I'm all over the place. I'll make another video. Big up to everybody. Big up to Teresa. Teresa, you're rich. You're rich as fuck. Could you send me some money, Teresa, please? Can you send me some money so I could buy a spliff? Thank you. Because you're rich. I want a spliff and ginger ale. And my birthday's coming up. And I'm going to show my cake lady. I've been with my cake lady since I'm 17 years old. And I'm going to be 47. I'm so crazy. I'm so hyped. But I'm going to be 47 this year. I'll definitely show the cake. I ordered my cake from her. I know last year I had, what was it? The Bailey's, which it was so sweet. But I'm going to go back to my regular schedule program, my regular birthday cake. And this is from a nice, beautiful, clean-hearted woman. If I ever heard this woman on the internet telling people to go suck their mother, to go fall up underneath, talking about yo, this woman couldn't get $1 from me. I'm 17 from me. I hustle them time that from them time that me and the man them I share dime, where I share spliff from them time there. And I'm having liquor dance on Western Road and them something there. 17 years old. This lady's making my cake. And this lady the same. Hi, Natalie. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful lady. Beautiful cake. I tell her, say, yo, you can't retire. She's asking when's the wedding date? Because she can't retire until the wedding date. I tell her, say, soon. Stop rush me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm going to share all of that. There's so much that, so much that's happening in life right now. So much changes and, yeah, like, things like, so, one time, like,